All right, one more factoring video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to factor when the a is not a 1. We've done some other shortcuts. One of the fastest shortcuts is when a equals 1. But in this case, we're going to be talking about how to factor a shortcut for when a is not a 1. All right, I've got an example here, 12x squared plus 23x plus 10. This is kind of a difficult one to use other shortcuts. The number in front of the x squared, the a, is not 1, so I can't use the x factor. Guess and check would be really difficult with this one because 12 has a lot of options to get a 12, a 1 and a 12, a 2 and a 6, a 3 and a 4. Also the 10 could be a 1 and a 10 or a 2 and a 5, so that one I wouldn't really use. So this is just another way to try and figure out how to do this with another shortcut. So we're going to use what I call bottoms up. We're going to multiply the a times the c and just get rid of the a. Now, it's illegal in math. You can't just be like, I don't like the 12 where it is. We're going to multiply it and just let it go away. But with this strategy, it ends up working. So we're going to go with it. So right off the bat, we're going to take the 12, multiply it to the 10. Take the a, multiply it to the c term. So that would give me x squared plus 23x plus 120. Okay. Now I can go use the x factor shortcut. This number in front of the x squared is a 1, and anytime it's a 1, we can just use the x factor shortcut. So let's kind of do that really quick. So 1 times 120 is 120. I put the middle number here, and I have to think of two numbers that multiply to get 120. So right off the top of it, I'm thinking 10 times 12. But it has to add to this bottom number, so 10 and 12 don't work. What else? I'm trying to think of what even adds to 23. 15 times 8, maybe? I think that's right. Let's check that out. 15 times 8 is 40, 80, 120. There we go. So it's 15 times 8. So let's go ahead and 15 times 8. Now, honestly, if I had a calculator on me, I would have gone to the y equals button on the calculator and then put 120 divided by x into the graph equation. And then I would have used the table and gone down all the way down. It'll start with 1 times 120 and then 2 times 60. And I keep going down. I just look at all the numbers until I find one that adds to 23. So I would have kept going down until I had an 8 and a 15, and then I would have realized, oh, those add to 23. And then I would have had it. So let me just quickly clean this up so I can show you how to finish this off. All right, so I've figured out 8 times 15 is 120, and they add to 23. With the x factor shortcut, I know that I can factor this into x plus 8, x plus 15. Remember, though, at the very beginning, I did an illegal move. I multiplied the beginning times the 12. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide. I'm going to kind of cancel that illegal move. I'm going to divide both of these numbers here by the number I illegally multiplied. So in this case, a 12. And then we're going to reduce the fractions. 8 over 12. I can divide both of those by 4. So this becomes x plus 2/3. This one over here, I can divide both of those by a 3. So I'm just reducing the fraction here. So this becomes x plus 5/4. And now I am ready to write the answer. And you're going to see why this is called bottoms up. What I'm going to do is as soon as I reduce the fraction as far as I can, if there's still a fraction, that number on the bottom is going to come up in front of the x. And same thing in the other fraction. This 4, bottoms up, is going to come in front of the x. So I'm going to rewrite my answer here. I'm going to have a 3x plus 2 is one of the factors. And the other factor is going to be 4x plus 5. And there we go, bottoms up. If I was to distribute this out, I should end up getting this original answer. 3x times 4x is 12x squared. Outie innie, 3x times 5 is 15x, and 8x, if I add those together, I get 23x. And then 2 times 5 gives me the 10, so I know that this is the correct answer. I have factored this original problem. Kind of weird, huh? Let's check it out. Let's try another one. Okay, here we go. We got another one. 18x squared plus 27x plus 4. So I'm going to do my illegal move right off the bat. So I have x squared plus 27x plus, I gotta think, 20 times 4 is 80, minus 8 would be 72. There we go. Now I would do my x factor. So I need to think of two things that multiply to get 72, but add to get 27. 25 times 2 would add to this, but that's not right. Let's check the calculator. Let's see if we can figure this out quickly. All right, so I'm going to put 72 divided by x into the graphing, and then I'm going to go to table here. So I hit second table, and then you can see it's a list of all the x values. So let's go, oops, I need to go the other way. Let's go to 1. So in other words, if I plug a 1 into the x value, I should have just hit 1. That would have worked. Okay, so here we go. So if I do 1 times 72, 2 times 36, 3 times 24, 4 times 18, 5 doesn't work, 6 times 12. And I'm looking for one that adds to 27. So it looks like 3 times 24. 3 times 24, that adds to 27. So there we go, 3 and 24. Three and 24. So that would give me, I can go straight to, with x factor, I can go straight to x plus 3 and x plus 24. Now again, remember we did something illegal at the beginning. I need to cancel that. So I divide both of these by the 18 that we multiplied by. Reduce the fractions, so I can divide both of those by a 3. That becomes x plus 1/6. This one, I could divide both of those by 6, I think, to reduce that. So I'll have x plus 4/3. And now I need to do bottoms up. So the 6 needs to come up here. The 3 needs to come up here. So my answer is 6x plus 1 is one factor. The other one's going to be 3x plus 4. And now I have a parenthesis times a parenthesis that equals this original problem. It is now factored. So you can kind of get the idea. The beginning is first we want to multiply the a times the c. I call it the illegal move. Then we would x factor. Then you cancel the illegal move. And then you reduce the fraction. And then last, bottoms up. This works best when the a is not a 1. Okay? A lot of other shortcuts don't work when these numbers are quite this big. So bottoms up, this is where bottoms up comes in. This is where bottoms up comes in the most handy. So big numbers at the A and the C spot. Anyway, hopefully this helped out. Give this channel a subscribe and a like. Have a good day.